The story comes to us from WCVB.com. Out of Weymouth, Massachusetts, there was a violent arrest in 2022, and multiple officers were wearing body cameras that recorded that violent arrest, which led to allegations of excessive use of force against an officer who was involved in the incident. Now, that officer has since resigned from the Weymouth Police Department, but the chief is taking steps to try and block that officer from ever getting a badge anywhere else. Chief Richard Fuller said the case began on July 2nd of 2022 at 7:30 p.m. when officers were dispatched to a report of an intoxicated man causing a disturbance. Chief Fuller wrote in the statement, officers had responded to the address earlier for the same male leaving the residence operating a vehicle while under the influence. When officers returned to the home, a woman directed the officer, Justin Chappelle, to the man. Fuller said Chappelle confronted him, who was heavily under the influence of alcohol, confrontational, and non-compliant. Chappelle's body camera captured the exchange with the suspect and the violent struggle that ensued. Chappelle struck the man with a baton several times before another officer arrived to help handcuff the man. Fuller said the second violent struggle occurred when officers tried to place him into the cruiser.
Warning: some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Are you coming at me? Are you coming at me?
You're walking in front of me.
I want to step it up. He's not being cooperative. Get your hands out of your pockets now. Get them out of your pockets.
Hey, can you...
Get them out of your pockets!
Can you photograph this?
Come on.
Can you photograph this? Can you... Dude, are you up, right, dude? What are you doing, dude?
Get out! Get down!
Are you...
Get your hand behind your back! Get inside!
Oh,
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Ow! Get in the car!
you just punched me.
Get in the car!
In his arrest report, Chappelle wrote, after being physically assaulted by Donald and spit on, I applied 4 to 5 distraction techniques with a closed fist on top of Donald's head. My intent was to apply enough intensity of those techniques to gain compliance. Views of the altercation were also recorded by multiple body cameras and a camera inside the cruiser. The investigation found, Chief Fuller says, that several of these strikes were unnecessary and improper. This is coming from the police chief. Chappelle was found to have used excessive force, says Fuller. Now, according to the chief, the department's policy required a supervisor to review the footage because of that use of force. The supervisor identified the issues, which led to an internal affairs investigation. Now, the initial investigation resulted in termination hearing being scheduled for Chappelle, but of course he did what? What all cops do when there's going to be a termination hearing. They resign. So they go and be cops somewhere else. He resigned 1 week after the incident. Now, Chappelle wrote in his resignation, my experiences, careers, and deployments prior to being a police officer have proven difficult to balance in law enforcement at this time. Is he saying that he's got anger issues? I don't know what he's saying there. Fuller said the department submitted its findings to the Massachusetts Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission, along with the recommendation that Chappelle be decertified. Wow, there's one where a police chief says this guy should be decertified. Take his certification. I don't want him being a cop no more. That's coming from a police chief, because normally they're like, you know what? Hey, he was trying to get, a guy was fighting him, and they justify it. This police chief says, no. He don't need to be a cop.